Welcome back to Let's Read Music. Most of music in modern days are either in major or in minor keys. That means the piece of music either revolves around the chords and notes of major scale and come to rest on the tonic of major key, or revolves around minor scale and come to rest on the tonic of the minor key. But if we trace back to old days around Middle Ages, a song or a piece of music was not necessarily based on the tonic of the key. For example, it can be based on the second note, the third note, etc. This approach towards music is called modes. A mode is just a scale starting and finishing on a particular degree. Let's use C major as an example. An octave of the C major key starts and ends on C, which is the first degree. This is the first mode of C major. The second mode starts and ends on the second degree. It carries on this way for all 7 modes. For another example, here is the fifth. Basically, there are 7 modes, depending on which degree it starts and ends. It's fine to call them like the 4th mode, etc., but they actually have got a name. Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mesoladian, Aeonian, Locrian. For example, in C major, if the music starts and ends on C, this is called C Ionian. If the music starts and ends on D, this is called D Dorian. If the music starts and ends on G, this is called G Mesoladian. Take a note that every scale has modes and they all work in the same way. We can first name the starting and ending note, and then the technical name of the degree in the major. What is this mode? The starting note is D, and it is the second note of C major. So this is D Dorian. It sounds like this. How about this? The starting note is E, and it is the third note of C major. So this is E Phrygian. Let's listen to this mode. This is more complicated, but we can still name the starting note D sharp. And then there are 4 sharps: D sharp, F sharp, G sharp, and C sharp. What is the key with 4 sharps? E major, right? What is the degree of D sharp in E major? Of course, you can easily know by reading the number. This is the 7th note, and it is called Locrian. Now we know the mode is D sharp Locrian. And this? The starting note is B flat, and there are 5 flats: B flat, D flat, E flat, G flat, and A flat. What is the key with 5 flats? Yes, this is D flat major. B flat is the 6th degree in D flat major. So this is called B flat Aeonian. How about this one? This time the numbers are not included, so let's check. The starting note is C, and there are 2 flats, E flat and B flat. This is B flat major. C is the 2nd degree in B flat major. So this is called C Dorian. Here is the last one. The starting note is G, and there is 1 sharp on F. Pretty obviously, this is G major. G is the 1st degree in G major, so this is G Ionian. You may notice that Ionian mode is actually the same as major key, which is commonly used nowadays. Remember, at the beginning of this session, we mentioned that in old days, a piece of music was not necessarily based on the tonic of the key. But when music developed in Baroque period, Classical period, and Romantic period, musicians were more and more favorable to Ionian and Aeonian. This is what we know now, major and minor scales. Mode seems to be forgotten. Sometimes we'll find learning modes is complicated. Well, this is quite true. To make it easier, when learning modes, we can group the modes with similar notes. Take C as the starting note as an example. Ionian is actually C major key. C Lydian is very similar, but with F sharp. And C Mesoladian too, but with B flat. Another example, D Dorian is from D to D. I chose D Dorian as an example is just because there is no sharps or flats. It will look easier. But the principles apply to all keys. D Aeonian is similar, but with B flat. Last group is E Phrygian. And E Locrian with B flat. Still remember how we form a chord in a scale? Yes, from each degree we take one note, skip one, and then take the next one, skip one, and take the next one. Modes can take this further. Each mode has its corresponding chord. For example, C Aeonian at C major, D Dorian as D minor, etc. You may see in this table, Ionian, Lydian, and Mesoladian are major chords. Dorian, Phrygian, and Aeonian are minor chords. Locrian is diminished chord. These chord qualities applies to all keys. For example, if it is C major key and the chord is F, what is the mode? F is the fourth degree of C and it is a major chord, so this is Lydian. How about Locrian? What is the chord? Locrian means the seventh degree, so it will be B, and Locrian is diminished, so it will be B diminished. How about this? This is Phrygian, which means the third degree. That means D minor is the third degree of that key. If we trace backward, D, C, B flat, this will be B flat major. A major chord in A major, it is Ionian. C diminished is Locrian. We can either trace backward or simply go up a semitone to get D flat. E major, Dorian is the second degree. It will be F sharp, and Dorian is minor in quality, so it is F sharp minor. The last one, in F major, B flat is the fourth degree, it is Lydian. As I mentioned before, major scale we use nowadays equals to Ionian mode, and minor scale is Aeonian. We can also say minor scale is simply the sixth mode of a major scale. When we learn modes as well as other topics in music theory, it's always easier to remember one big thing rather than many smaller. Just consider Ionian to be the basis, then we can get all modes in all keys. Okay, these are all about theory, but how does different modes sound in music? We all know the song Happy Birthday to You very well. Let's listen to it in 7 modes and see how you feel. the next episode. Goodbye.